December 10th, Jackson County Commission Work Session to order. Roll call.
District 1, Tim Guffey.
Present.
District 2, Jason Venable.
Present.
District 4, Stacy Label.
Present.
Mr. Miller's out sick this evening. We have our agenda before us. We have 20 items on our agenda this evening. So entertain a motion to approve our agenda for this evening. Motion for a second. Any discussion? All those in favor? This is, you have in your packets and had time to read previously, a copy of the temporary hiring policy. This is not a entire personnel policy, but it's a temporary hiring policy that we can utilize for the time being until we take a look at the entire personnel policy. I believe everybody's had time to look at it, so at this time, are any questions or comments on this temporary policy and how it should be effective?
Do you have a timeline when we're going to try to get the policy together?
It'll take some, you'll probably need the whole thing. What I'd like to see is as we go through the process, there may be some things like this. I feel this is kind of necessary to get moved through fairly quickly, but if we see other issues that come up that we need to address, we can and maybe even include that in our final policy. I think a lot of it will be what we see as we go along. Payment to Tennessee Valley Family Services in the amount of $2,737.50 for services rendered in the month of November.
This is just a monthly charge. We approve this at each meeting as it arrives. Standard contract item.
Questions or comments on this? Now, is this approved prior to the meeting?
Yes.
Any other questions or comments?
Is this reimbursed department?
We'll place this on the agenda immediately following. Next item is pay ACCA $142,687 for liability self-insurance.
Yes, this is an annual item. It is your liability coverage for your automobiles and your equipment, public works equipment. It's handled through the ACCA as a group, entire company system.
Questions or comments on this? This covers just public works or all of them?
It covers the entire county.
Next item, pay County Life Center $600 for employee assistance program.
Again, this is a monthly item as the Tennessee Valley Family Services. It's a contract with Family Life.
Next item, renew contract with Adams plus maintenance and support contract for the Jackson County Jail. The total amount of that contract is
$39.50.
Okay. And Sheriff, could you kind of tell us what this is about?
What this is the fingerprint computer that we have over there, which was purchased from the grant from the state. If you look, if you don't pay this maintenance contract and it breaks down, it's extremely expensive to hire this.
On the agenda immediately following. Next item is a purchase order policy. Again, in your packets there, you've got a policy regarding approval and payment of purchase orders. Coming into the office, I saw that I don't know that we had anything necessarily written down, but I thought it'd be good to have something in writing, kind of outlining the procedure for our purchase orders. Make sure that the department head is aware of what's being spent, and of course also our office from Sandra's desk to mine. So this, you should have also received a copy of this prior to the meeting tonight. And, any questions or comments on this item?
Is there going to be a dollar amount that you approve?
This basically, anything that's within the budget that goes through the PO process is what this covers. So it would require the department head first, then the accounts payable, and then myself and Sandra to sign off on it. So each level is responsible for saying, yes, this is something that is in the budget, yes, we do have the money, so.
It's
So
an
in the
approved
budget,
item.
we're gonna have itemized things that we're gonna be able to see
Yes,
prior
but-
to voting on it.
right, before you vote that first meeting, you will receive a detailed listing of everything that was paid the prior month. And then if there's any item in particular that you want more detail behind, then that will be provided before you vote.
What's gonna happen though if we're getting it afterwards, and we vote not to approve it, it's already been approved, what we do?
Essentially, this is our everyday items that get approved through the commission office, so I guess office supplies would be one good example. If the money's in the budget and it gets approved, by the department head saying, yes, we have the money in the budget, and same thing with our accounts payable, and then just us basically signing off on it. Previously, you bring those to every meeting, but that would still be after it was approved by those individuals, correct?
Previously, when a requisition was turned in by a department head, 3 commissioners signed on the requisition before it even was issued a PO.
And that was kind of
It's slowing
selling
down
the process.
process.
The next item is advertised for a license inspector position. We have, who would go with that?
Okay, there are 2 job descriptions in your packets here. One was in the file, one was on the computer of the former director. So I'm not sure which one of these you want to go with. If you could just review it and pick one. And then there's the grade and the pay scale is at the top of the first description. And I believe our current policy is you can start.
Next item is regarding retirements from the Revenue Commissioner's Office. Let's go with Mr. Crawford.
Commissioners, order. I have an opening that will be created at the end of the year by Ms. Jen Bowen. She is our supervisor of our motor vehicle department. She's been here for over 30 years. She's done an outstanding job. She's going to be sore committed from the position. And we are looking to hire. We need someone. So as soon as we could get it going, it would be great. Of course, we're going to the online insurance verification. So it's going to be, a lot more detailed work involved. And I don't know if y'all kept up with it or not, but it's pretty technical and pretty slow. So we're kind of concerned about that. And to lose somebody of the caliber 10, and to put someone new in it, it's just going to be difficult to have even the time to train, but we're going to train.
We'll go ahead, this next item is advertised for the position. You wanted to advertise for her position, and you said you had another open position available. What's the title?
It would be entry level also in motor vehicle. Also, I didn't really know about this online insurance verification. That shook me up, and when I got to look into that, I realized that, wow, we need all of everybody.
He turned in a request for Susan, Anita, and himself to attend the Alabama License Officials Conference in Prattville, January 16th and 17th.
Is that something else again that's in your budget, or is that something?
Yes, that's something in there, but it's an annual meeting, it's a conference that we have, it's motor vehicles, so this may, it's going to tell us a little bit more about this insurance. And it's one that we typically try to attend. It's in Montgomery, Prattville. It's a couple of days.
Questions or comments on this? Next item is appointment on the 911 board. My understanding of this is that Tom had served on that, and the term had ended but not been reappointed in place. I believe, is that your recommendation, Ted?
It is.
Do you have a recommendation for that position?
Like run that very hard.
Okay. Then in the meeting, if there's no objection, we'll place that on the meeting agenda. Ms. Hahn for that position to continue serving on the board. Next item is the structural steel bid with Public Works Department. Mr. White.
This bid is going to discuss for bridges. We opened that bid this morning, we received one bid from what we decided to do, and we'll talk about cost plus and looking at some indexes and stuff like that, see if we can get available. There is no steel indexes available in the state, so we opted to go with a cost plus bid. Mr. Green did 17% cost to furnish steel for us. Mr. Green did his own bid for the state, so we really have that 17%. Since we only received one, we can still negotiate with him over the course of the year for a lower bid. We like the volume or something, maybe we can cut that price.
What's your recommendation that we go with this, or?
Mr. Green's furnished steel for us a lot, always done a really good job, and provided competitive bids on it, and I would recommend that we accept Mr. Green's bid.
The initial purchase, any initial purchase, or is that the rest process?
Depends on how the commission chooses to go. If you accept 17%, then the maximum will be 17%. Mr. Widener says if we get a large purchase, that you can agree to do it for less than that. Or you can authorize Mr. Widener to negotiate that 17%. If you can get one deal.
So, recommendation is up to 17 or to negotiate?
Up to 17%.
You feel pretty confident this will save us some money, the way that we were purchasing steel?
No, sir, I don't think it would be much different. I think it'd be about what he's been talking about, that's about what he's in the market. But we've reached the point, we've got to come to a bid loss. We've talked. This is the reason we've got it. If we did, we want to make this bid effective until September 30th, this coming year. And that way it'll come up right when the rest of the bids leaves, and we'll do it all together. So the bid actually spelled out.
If I understand correctly, we'll approve this bid up to 30%, obviously with the ability to negotiate through September 30th. Is that correct? Any objections? Next item is concurrence for the personnel decision. We have 13 concurrent for the personnel decision. Mr. Widener has that in your packets in your folder here. Ask that you take. Next item is a resolution reducing the speed limit on County Road 529 to 35 miles per hour. Mr. Widener.
I kind of briefed on this just a little bit. I'm going to paved county roads are established by state law at 45 miles per hour. And, unpaved county roads are established by law at 35 miles per hour. These out of both 14 and 15, they're paved roads, and so by law they're posted there at 45 miles per hour speed. What's happened in these speed limits? We've received notifications for requests from the residents and asked us to come look at these roads to see if they are justified at 45 miles per hour.
Each one of you should have one. Thank you, Mr. Hodges. Each one of you should have one. And Ms. Andrews went over this, and reduce our payroll budget by $38,000. Only want to move into the other lines. There's a lot of people in that budget that is already gone. We didn't have enough time. But what we have in our budget, I think, is 5 full-time, 1 part-time, and now I will say
A few line items increasing others. One of the positive things I think you brought up was the wireless internet.
Yes.
Part of
that's what I'm saying.
So we're reducing areas, but we were actually increasing the budget.
No. No, that budget, I don't know,
It says 541.
yeah, 541 is the budget, but when we done this, the 192 for the salaries, if you add that $38,000, you're gonna come up close to the 541. So this number, this 507,448 is not right.
That's the budget that we've got on our budget that's been approved. I mean,
The budget's been approved at 541,982.
Why does it have that on the bottom here?
Because the salary has been changed. It's already been changed. We changed it.
That's right. So, I think what he's saying is, if we had the budget here to look at, if your budget would probably say 541,980.02. But when we were doing his calculations, we were changing, pulling off people that were no longer there and changing his salary around. And that worksheet is tied to this worksheet. So it reduced the salaries according to who he has currently working for him. And so the bottom line there is a reflection of the changes that we were making when we were trying to work with this. So if, I'm understanding, and I believe we agree on this, that your original budget was 541,980.02, and after these changes, it will be 541,980.02.
So that's a shame.
The only thing that's changing is you all have given me authority to move money between line items below the salaries and fringe. And so he's having to come to you all because he's actually wanting to take money out of salaries and move it down to the other line items.
And the salary,
I think it's good that we're reducing costs, but we're not just moving money to move money. You know what I'm saying, is just to fill the gaps. I mean, if we could save money, I'd rather save money, not just because we save a little bit up here, let's pay the rest of these.
no, I looked at last year's budget, and these numbers are pretty close. I'm giving you here. But the original payroll budget was $231,012.40. It's been reduced to $192,835. There's several lines down through there being reduced, and there's several being added. But when you add all those numbers, you're going to come up with the original budget of 541,980.
What's the 507,448? That's what I want.
If we had that piece of paper where it showed this 231,012.40 in that spot, then you would come up with 540.
These other additions aren't included in there.
Gotcha.
You would come up with
Those other additions aren't included in that 507. Just that, just the subtracted amount.
Right, and he's written out to the side here the original amounts of those items were before we started playing around with his salary sheet. If those items were still as they were when we passed the budget, you would have 541,980.02 at the bottom of yours instead of 507. He's not increasing his budget, he's just moving money from one line item to another.
Do you feel like this is the budget that you'll be using when we do
The 541.
Yeah, I mean, you
Yes.
feel that you get monies in the places that you.
We got the average.
Right, and these additions and deletions that you're adding over here is supposed to come out to the 541,980, correct? Plus the lawnmower, add the lawnmower to it.
That's added into the budget.
The lawnmower is in it.
What we're saying is, his original budget was 541, and it's not changing, he's just moving money around.
I understand the movement, but these numbers right here, that are on the side, plus this 507, do not equal 541.
No, and they won't.
That's what's confusing me, why are they not?
If we
The
could,
numbers that are written out to the side here, the 231, the 13, the 24, all of that, those items plus what the remainder of that budget should equal 541.
on the left side.
That's what the original budget was.
On the left-hand side, so that's correct.
Yeah, I see this right here.
That's what the original budget was.
If we could, let's do this. Are you in need of this tonight? Could we do it next Monday? Okay. If we could get this revised to show the actual budget as, as it was before we made the changes, and then with those so that we can see that 541 total. see where it's coming from, it says 507, so it kind of throws it off. So if we could get that prepared for next Monday night, we can put that on the work session for any final discussion, and then go from that. Is that
Yeah, let's
fine
just
with
make
everybody?
sure we got it, where it needs to be.
You know, for the commission office. You've got in your packets a lease agreement, or not a lease agreement, but a pricing estimate for lease items in the commission office. We talked about upgrading some of our software. One of the things we found is that we don't all have similar software, and I'd like to get everybody kind of on the same page with that in the office so that we can, don't have to worry about what we're emailing to each other. We can work from each other's computer. So I think the total annual cost of that lease, it shows here at $47,8577. That actually will be a little bit less because some of those items aren't necessary. But what I'd like to ask is that we amend the budget in our IT budget from payroll, moving up to $5,000 a year to contract services, or move $5,000 a year to contract services within that IT budget to help pay for this. And this is a 3-year agreement. We can handle it one of two ways. We can approve that budget amendment tonight and then come back to you with the lease agreement, or we can approve that budget tonight and also authorize myself to sign that lease agreement. So however you guys wish to proceed. Questions or comments on that? You've got specs on that equipment as well in there. Any questions or comments? Approve with authorization to sign the lease? All right. And then we'll place that on the agenda immediately following. Next item. We are scheduled to have a meeting on December 24th, which I don't know that anybody's going to be here for that date. So what I'd like to ask is that we move that meeting up to the 17th. So from the 24th, move that up to the 17th of this month. We will have our work session followed by our meeting, similar to what we've got tonight. Questions or comments on that? Okay. All right, the next item, D&E mining right-of-way easement request. Mr. Wagner, could you kind of talk about what was brought to you on this?
Government came to us and I was talking about these requests to take the property on. Well, state law, Mr. Porter, from the state law requires that the state mining commission set up a 100-foot buffer zone from the right-of-way of all county roads. And at the same time, the same law gives the commission the authority to reduce that buffer zone, or regularly reduce it by a certain amount of footage that we feel safe. And we've already we addressed this one time back, a couple of years, I think a couple of years ago, we actually went in and reduced this buffer zone. We set it up as being 80 feet from the sewer line, which would be about 30 feet from the right of way. About 50 feet from about 30 feet. This road that in question is County Road 81, and all we have on County Road 81 is what's called the creek right away, and I think I went over that with Mr. Griffin and Mr. Miller earlier today. So we don't have actually the right away, it's just prescriptive, which is basically what the law is in that it's any land necessary for the road, shoulders, the ditch, the front road, the back road, and maybe some utilities. So that being said, I think the request made to that the property owner was asking that we look at reducing this buffer zone maybe further, which will allow for some additional income for recovery to the residents in this area. And we have discussed it, and I haven't really had a chance to discuss this much with Mr. Porter, but we felt like due to the geography of the land and the layout of the road and the topo, it would be safe to actually set this buffer zone at about 30 feet from the center line of the road. And doing that, part of that, we were to agree, they require, right adjacent to where that buffer comes to, they require required to what they call a safety burn, which is not a substantial burn. It's 6 or 7 feet tall, 5 foot wide. But then anybody that might accidentally go there, it would stop before they got off the highway. In addition to, be my recommendation that we look at granting this waiver to 30 feet from the center line. That continues to be with that did in this safety term would be off our right of way, further out away from our right of way on that property. So that would prevent them from finding, anything that was required to that safety term on that property.
If we were to do this, what would be the best way to approach this, Mr. Porter? Would it be by resolution? Going to the contract, I'm not sure what the proper way to do it.
But they did talk to mine people, and they said they wouldn't open that high wall from end to end. They'll only do it in like a 200-400 foot section at a time, because they take the overburden and just roll it over to the land that already works. So it wouldn't be a hazard for that whole strip of road at one time. And they're looking at being off the property, let me say, in 120 days.
120 days.
And they're already, well into getting done with that rest of that.
The resolution is what you need to approve the waiver. I don't remember, we have to look back at the waiver requested by DE or requested by landowner. I think it's landowner.
The landowner did request it, right, Tim?
Sure.
Well, I mean, she requested it,
Right.
but I think it's up to D&E. They have to make a formal request because they got permits.
Could we have that formal request next week then, and with that agreement or resolution?
Yeah,
Okay, and then approve it next week, would that be suitable? I know that they're on that item. Next item, Sheriff's Department on security.
We are fixing to have an X-ray machine breakdown. It's been paired up for about 2 or 3 months now. The belt on it slips, we tighten the belt the best we can. It's the motor inside there. Now, whether y'all want to have someone come in and put a new motor in it or buy a new one, I don't know. We went and met with the commission back in September. I think we priced them. The cheapest was $25,000, and the next one was like $28,000. It's a larger one. Bigger stuff can actually go through it. Nobody around here that we know of can repair this